right. So let's start with the easy stuff. Yes, I'm on early. I only have 45 minutes. I gotta go pick up Phoenix from whatchamacallit, from robotics. All right. So let me go through the easy stuff first. So I called the doctor today. Doctor said, don't even stress over it. It's not a big deal because they go by the first day you had symptoms, which was January 8th. So I'm like way past incubation period and everything. So doctor told me just wear a mask. If I haven't had fever at all, then really don't worry about it. But I don't have to report it to anywhere. She told me to get another test because I made an appointment like for Walgreens for the P something, the not the rapid test, the other test. And I can't get an appointment till Sunday. So I'm gonna go for it anyway. But hold on, who knows? Hold on. But I mean, there's nothing I can do. But they said I'm already past like incubation period. So that's first of all. Second of all, I live streamed on my way down there. I was not sick. I didn't get sick until the day after I was there, and you can see all this on my lives. Like I was totally fine when I streamed the whole way down there and I was fine. I wasn't feeling good. And by the way, the girl that I shared a room with is negative. My kids are negative. So, not that big of a deal. Nobody went down there sick. No, yeah, Walgreens. It's a pharmacy. They do like free testing. Um, I wasn't feeling good on the way home, but it was MGL that was sick before she left, not me. I was perfectly fine before I left. It was the day that we got there. The next day is when I didn't feel so hot, but I had zero signs of COVID, like zero. I just felt like worn down, but I didn't have a cold. I didn't have a cough. I didn't have anything. I was perfectly fine. Thank you, Sarah. You stood next to me. You didn't get sick. So I just felt like I was worn down. And at no point did I think I had COVID at all. So even me testing positive, I'm not freaking out over it because it's been so long. I mean, I went down there on the 8th. So, and it's just a cough. I've never had a fever. There's nothing like wrong. So I when he said, "Oh, Laura, you're an idiot," to like 1,400 people, no, Crude, get your facts straight, please. Because, and I'm gonna talk, she just texted me. I'm gonna talk about that too, Charlie. And when he said that, when he threw me in there, I'm like, what the hell are you bringing me up for? Like, I thought that was pretty fucked up. And I'm still waiting for his apology for lying about Sloan and saying that Sloan told him that I found Sloan. No, that's a lie. He never spoke to Sloan, first of all. And second of all, Sloan never told him that I found Sloan or that I sent Sloan candles. That's bullshit. And that's a fucking lie. And him and Burnt Toast still have not admitted that they lied. But I know for a fact that they lied. And that was never said because Sloan is the one that found me. I didn't scout him out. I didn't send him candles. I mean, I sent him candles after the fact, but it had nothing to do with him contacting me initially. So I'm still waiting for them to straighten that out, that they blatantly lied. And I don't know why they lied, but they did. So I'll wait for them to straighten that out. That's first of all. Second of all, Aya, I was watching some of it and I heard, I knew what was going on with Aya. When Aya first said it in the beginning, I know I ordered it, who knows. When Aya first said it in the beginning, that someone that she was talking to that helped her, that was me. And I'm glad at first that she didn't say my name. And then I thought about it and I saw how I was like getting bashed in chat for no reason, for people that have no idea what they're talking about. I'm like, okay. And I text Aya, I said, you know what? Go right ahead and you can tell them, you can use my name. I don't care. That's fine. But I saw people in chat running around saying how, oh, well, run from Laura and stay away from Laura. And, she's going to use this for subs and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because if that was the case, guess what? I would have had Aya on my own channel, wouldn't I have? I sure would have. If I was looking to exploit somebody, I would have had Aya on my own channel. At no point did I ask Aya to come on my channel. At no point. Now, if she would have asked, he contacted me. I did not contact him. He contacted me through Save Robbie. So I don't want to get sidetracked. But yes, he contacted me first. Fact. I have the email. I mean, it's proof. I shouldn't have to show everybody, but the point is they lied, and for no reason. So, and yes, Aya did give me credit. But I'm glad at first that she didn't mention me. I didn't want her to at first. So, and then I thought about it and I'm like, because honestly, Cindy, I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to show private emails because they're lying. Like, they need to admit that they're lying or I will show the truth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving them a chance to prove that they did lie. And then if they don't want to do that, I will gladly show the proof. And they're going to look like liars anyway. So I don't want to get sidetracked, though. We got past that. But if I wanted to exploit Aya, guess what? I would have had her on my own channel. I wouldn't have done that. I have never scammed the community. I have never lied to the community. I have never slept with anybody's husband. I have never fucked anyone's husband. I have never contacted anyone's husband. I've never contacted anyone's job. I've not, I don't beat my kids. I don't abuse my children. I kind of work my ass off. I do everything that I could possibly do for my children, for my life, for everything. And when I handle shit, 99% of the time, I handle it behind the scenes. And I really haven't, sweet Melissa. That's what I'm saying. But yet I'm put into the same category as all these other people. I'm put into categories like Betty, or this one who scams this one, or, Laura's done this, I haven't done anything. What I have done is I have a big mouth. And yes, I have, used that big mouth wisely. Okay. And thank you, Ainsley. That's exactly right. That's why I'm saying I handle shit behind the scenes. I don't need to exploit people. And I didn't even know. I really did a good job of trying to keep Aya under secret kind of thing, because I heard she was getting railed, like she was getting, talked about. She was getting drugged through the mud just for helping. So I'm like, that's fucked up. Like, that's when I reached out to her to begin with, was I don't want this woman. Thank you, Greg. I don't want this woman getting dragged through the mud for nothing. And that's what I kept hearing, that she was getting dragged for this one. And, she was getting contacted and people were calling her, telling her how, you're a horrible person for doing it, for helping Andra. Like, I was like, whoa, and I spoke to her daughter. The dead kid on a candle comment. I don't know what that is. But I made a candle for what's his name's best friend, for Xavier's best friend. Why is this anybody's, not you, AM? Why is it anybody's business? It's not. They weren't sold. I made it for her and I paid for it. Like, it's unbelievable how many people think that my business is their business. It's not. It is absolutely not your business, not you, them. It's not content. This 11-year-old lost his best friend. It's not your content to judge. Sorry, not sorry, but it's not. And it pisses me off when I see people judging this in chats. No, it's not your business. So, exactly. Who cares what candles I make? It's not your. If I'm selling them, that's one thing. Then I could see somebody having a right, but they were never sold. So get over it. So anyway, going back to Aya for a second. I don't want to get sidetracked. So Aya had blank screen, and I agree with you. People have a right to call something out if they speak facts. If you're going to call out something that's factual, I got no problem with that. You have every right to call out something that's factual, but you can't make up facts and then make it out of content. That's where the problem is. And that's what people don't realize. Like I said, I have said some horrible things in my years on YouTube. No problem. I own that. If people want to call out something I said 3 years ago, then go ahead and call it out. Go ahead and call it out. I don't have a problem with that. If you don't like something I said and you want to call that out and you think it's important enough to call out, you go right ahead. Right ahead. Exactly, German lady. I was getting to that too. I want to know why Burnt Toast and everyone else didn't call out all the merch that was made with Summer's picture. How come that's not called out? Because they actually brought money in. There's actually money brought in for that. How come that wasn't called out? How come nobody said a word about that? Why? Why is it only my candle that I made for someone's family? Why is how come that's the only thing getting called out? Oak Lancey, I don't have any of those except a cough. That's it. And, congestion, but that's it. No sore throat, no headache, no fatigue, nothing. So, hey, Kim, and there was life before COVID. People just got sick or just worn down or they got tired because they worked too much. Like that was life before COVID. Just because, COVID is around doesn't mean that, every sickness in the world is COVID. It's bullshit. So, all right. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. I bought a sweatshirt that says Team Summer. Okay. But I'm saying they never called any of those people out. Exactly, Ainsley, the common cold. They never called any of those people out. They never said anything about a woman who stole tens of thousands of dollars from kids with St. Jude. They never called that out. They never called a lot of things out. But you're going to call me an idiot for 1,400 people? No, sorry. Get your facts straight. The government says it is. Yeah, like if I know the flu is automatically cured. I agree. It was a memorial gift. It was one candle. Exactly. But because people stalk me and think there's, it's this, it's that. No, it's not. So, point being, lady at a fundraiser on YouTube, 20,000 plus, no receipts. She's at the casino and I don't see anyone calling it out. I don't see them calling it out. But they're worried about me with one candle that I made for Xavier's best friend. Make that make sense. Thank you, G Diddy. So getting back to Aya, I didn't want to backtrack. So Aya, I didn't want to exploit her. I chose not to exploit her. Now, I don't know if she told the story of the candle. I didn't know the candles I made for her meant so much to her. Her daughter was telling me, and then Aya told me. So I appreciate that, that something that I made could have such an effect on a family and how much it meant to her. That's why I put up with what I put up with. That's why I deal with the shit that I deal with, because every once in a while, someone will come along and make you realize that, all the hate is worth it. All the negativity is worth it. All the bullshit is worth it because something you did for someone meant so much to them. Hey, Gone Girl, um, that meant so much to them. And it's the same thing with Aya. The littlest thing meant so much to her, and I had no idea. Same thing with Xavier's best friend, Samantha. Hey, Kiki, with Samantha. Samantha, that candle meant the world to her. It meant the world to her son. And I told her, when you need another one, just let me know. I'll gladly send you another one. And again, I paid for that. So it absolutely blows my mind when people want to say all this negative shit about me. And does it hurt me? No, because I can't help the way someone else sees me. I can't help the way I know that I can't help the way, yes, they are, Carrie, the way that someone's going to talk shit about me. That's not on me. That's on them. If they're so ignorant and they're so dumb that the best they got is just to talk shit about me, oh well, then that's their ignorance and it's not my problem. And it has nothing to do with me. And that's really how I feel. Oh, she did say it. See, I missed that, Happy. But I'm glad she did. I knew personally because she had told me, but I just, that made me feel really good when her daughter told me everything. But Crystal, honestly, I have always, always done shit like that behind the scenes. Always. I am the first one to help somebody. It doesn't need to be on a live. It doesn't need to happen on a live. I have nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, I chose to help Aya and be there for Aya because that's who I am. I don't expect anything out of it. I that's just who I am. And anyone that knows me and supports me knows that's who I am. But then you have these haters that run their mouth that act like I'm so horrible and that I've done all these horrible things. I haven't done any of those fucking things. And it's just aggravating to me. Yeah, the vax doesn't work. But Brenda, it's not even like I'm looking for gratitude or I'm looking for a pat on the back. That's just who I am. And that's why it's so frustrating when I see so much bullshit come from all these places like, oh, Laura's going to do this. Laura's going to do that. Laura ain't going to do shit. If Laura was trying to do that, she would have done it already a long time ago. So that's that. Aya, absolutely. If she's listening, Aya, you did a fantastic job. I know that Crude did not mean to make you cry at the end. I did see that, and I know that he did not mean it like that. He, and I know that Aya took that wrong at the very end. So, Aya, if you are listening, even I know that Crude wasn't saying like, oh, you came up here with thousands of people. He was kind of patting you on the back, saying, it takes balls to do what you did and that you should be proud of yourself for standing up to Marissa and for standing up to yourself. That's what he was trying to say. So I want Aya to understand that because I think at first she may have taken it wrong. Hey, Judith, that she may have taken it wrong. And that's why she started to cry. But no, I was very, very proud of her. And it's not easy. A lot of people are scared to stick up to Marissa. They really are, and it's sad that people have to be scared to stick up for anybody. Why does A have so much donators remorse? Because of the way she was treated. And it's understandable. A lot of people feel like that. A lot of people feel like, I donated so much money and I got stabbed in the back. Or I donated so much money and, I was treated like shit. Or as soon as the money was gone, or I stopped giving you money, now I'm not valuable to you anymore. And that's how a lot of people feel. And that's how a lot of people say it, feel. Because those dirtbags are scamming people. Can't believe MGL called A at 3 a.m. asking if she wanted. Yeah, that's gross. I didn't know about that. I had learned about that when you guys did. I couldn't believe it either. I was like, wow. I mean, I've seen Molly go to some pretty big lows. That was not one. Welcome, Lena. That was not one that I thought she would ever go to. Can I say I'm surprised? No. You know, I know it's that was weird. That is disgusting because she knows Aya was sick, and one thing I didn't know. I didn't know Aya wasn't a Patreon. I thought she was. Yeah, I know, Jet. I heard it's true. One of her Patreons called me today and told me that it was true. It's her eye or whatever. So I'm not going to say anything about that. But I still think that so much other shit is just not right. So, do you know if her house? Oh, I have no idea. I see. That's the thing. I don't care about people's homes. Michelle T-Mobile. You just reminded me. I have to call T-Mobile. I'm calling her a liar. So there. Yeah, no. It's a pretty reliable source that it was her eye that they actually they know about it, but it still doesn't make up for all the other bullshit. But I really don't want to talk about Marissa. I'm like so over it. What's up, Fluffer? And Molly paid me this drama crama would be out of control. She'd be on top. I want to punch T-Mobile. I know, right? They make me mad too. Thank you, Debbie. I sat over there a long time waiting for you to tell MGL off. She treated you and others badly. I know. But you have to understand, Molly, and I will never take this away from her. My candle business grew because of Marissa. She helped me out with my candle business a lot. You know, putting aside all the candles she bought, how much she promoted me, how much she allowed me to drop my link in her chat. I sold more candles on her channel than I did on my own. So I will never take that away from her. And I thank her for that. And I will always thank her for that, you know, and hopefully, you know, I'll still get repeat customers but yeah. And so people can say, oh, she treated you like shit, blah, blah, blah. And that may be, but she really helped me build my business this year. And I won't take that away from her. Absolutely, Robin. I thought he did a great job letting her vent. I thought he did a wonderful job of letting her vent and not interrupting and knowing what to say when he said, you know what I mean? Is that your Facebook? I'm over there looking for a message. Who's Facebook? Hey, Brian. Maybe in time no, Brian, she lied too much. She absolutely lied too much. She lied right to my face. Do you know that the banner on top of screen scrolls in the wrong? I could switch directions. I wouldn't pay a penny. Others, I'm very disappointed. Did you talk to? Yes, Sherry Lynn. I spoke in the beginning about it. All right, I got like 20 minutes left. She lied about a lot of things, Susan. But, you know, we do share a lot of dual people. And I have gotten some emails where people, you know, that support me have asked me to kind of back off of Molly, you know, because it hurts them. And I will respect that. You know, and that's the other thing, Monica, that people have a problem with me. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Just because I'm not friends with Marissa, and I know this makes me different than most, and I see it all over the place. People hate bond just because you don't like someone. You got to now go over to this person. No, if I didn't like you before, I still don't like you. If I didn't respect you before, I still don't respect you. And I don't want to be your friend just because we're fighting with the same person. I am my own person and I don't need to jump on a bandwagon. I don't need to jump on a hate train. The feelings that I spoke were my feelings, and I got them out of my system, and now it's time to, move on. There's no reason to fight, about her all the time. It is a science, sweet Melissa. And sometimes I still screw up. Sometimes I get it wrong. These wicks are driving me fucking crazy. But it is what it is. She secretly recorded a child's funeral. I see. Oh, I secretly recorded a child's funeral. Okay. Doghouse. That's another thing I'm going to address. One, there was never, ever, ever a funeral. It was a memorial service, an open to the public memorial service. No funeral. Secondly, yes, I did record some of it. And that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. You never made a mistake 3 years ago. I'm sorry. 3 years ago. I'm sorry you never made a mistake. I'm sorry you've never done anything that wasn't perfect. My bad. Make sure that when I'm putting out my eulogy that, I'll have to put in there that I'm not perfect and that I've done things that, were kind of not the right thing to do. Sue me. If that's the worst thing I did in my life, I can live with it. I know. I'm seeing that too, TikTok. It keeps going back and forth. Yes, but that's what I'm saying, that it's the stuff like that people just can't, they don't get anything right. They just make up shit and then they run with it. And again, it was 3 years ago. I can show you people in this community who have done and said far worse than I ever did, and nobody calls them out. Why is that? Just curious. Exactly, Greg. And you've been around a long time, Greg. I own everything I do or say. I don't have a problem with that. And if I screw up, oh well. I own it. I say I screwed up, and there you go. Brian, you said more fucked up shit than me. But there are females that have said far worse than I ever have. Far worse. And nobody says a word about it. It blows my mind. I've heard people in this community that people are promoting that said something like, I don't know, something about you're better off with an abortion, like horrible, horrible things. And no one ever says a word. That's why I don't have respect for a lot of these channels, because they pick and choose who they want to go after and not the actual, what's out there. And it's disgusting to me. Stop picking and choosing shit. You want to go after somebody, then go after people the right way. If I'm wrong about something, I'm the first one to say I'm wrong. If I say something fucked up, I laugh at myself. I mean, it's just the way it is. But yeah, there's people here that have said far worse than I ever did. And nobody says a word. We all make mistakes, but I've never liked the reasoning that there are always worse people. No. That's not what I'm saying, Oaklancy. I'm saying that I own the shit that I've said. I may have said some fucked up shit over my years of being on YouTube. Hey, Gravy, I have, and I own that. I'll tell you, I'm the first one to admit it. I'm not going to sit here and say I've been perfect. Fuck that. I am far from perfect. I am not ever going to tell you that I didn't say fucked up shit. Then I saw today someone saying that I doxed some kid with cancer. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I didn't dox anyone with cancer who's got a kid dying or some bullshit. Sorry, try again. Just rumor after rumor after rumor. Who stay quiet, even stick up for people they support, even when they're wrong. Oh, absolutely, Sophie. It's all doing my head and everyone bickering about others. And I agree. I don't understand it either. You know, if you're mad at someone and you want to get it out, I'm okay with that. If you're going to be a commentary channel, then be a commentary for everybody, not just what you pick and choose. That room, yeah, I saw it today. Someone kept saying it over and over. Hey, Kentucky Kim. Someone kept saying it over and over. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I doxed someone with a kid. What? Yeah. You got to live and learn. That's true. And most of the stuff that people have a problem with me with are A, they're wrong because it's just not true, or B, they're just stupid. Like they've never even gotten to know the truth. Because believe me, if I do something, I'll tell you I did it. I have Ben and Jerry's right now. And when I used to fight, I fought low. And I own that. I do, Winter Moon. I have gone low. But that was like 3 years ago. How long are you going to hold me to this cross? Like, it's ridiculous. I'm the only one that's ever said fucked up shit. I'm the only one, according to YouTube community. Everyone else gets forgiven. Everyone else, it's like, oh, why you got to bring it up? It's 2 years old. You bring up shit. They brought up shit 15 years ago with me. 15 fucking years ago. No joke. A story that I told in my personal life. It's insane to me. You are exhausting to fight with, Laura. I know, right? I know. Captain, I would still love to interview that man. Honestly, exactly. I try to be as factual as possible. You'd have to be. Yeah, voice never spoke poorly of me. Guys, I listen to a lot of stuff and I watch chats. I really do. That story was Molly Docs, but you supported the lady. She was grateful to you, Laura. Oh, you mean Aya? Why are we all support? I mean, if I wasn't shutting down in 5 minutes, I'd be mad that you guys keep saying Molly's live. You should make a Allie fart candle. I have to make Granny's watching one. Left 15, though, your box went out on time. First time I ever got a subscription out on the day it's supposed to go out. So proud of myself. Then tell me what you have noticed about me, please. That you went from Captain Obvious to Captain Avi. I know that much. Wrong fact. Aya said she's doxing herself. Laura didn't dox anybody. No, I didn't dox anybody. I actually kept Aya's name very quiet. I do too, Jenny. I like her too. Do a candle with fluffer on it. Yeah, but he's white. He doesn't come out right. She was praising you for your so absolutely. Hey, sending good karma. I don't think Marissa has Bell's palsy right now. It's interesting time. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I know what everyone talks about everyone on YouTube. No one has their buddies back. If you drop me an order form, I will order. I can't find the order form. Oh, for candles, you go to, can someone drop candle link, please? Oh, Kim just did. You did keep her name very quiet. Of course, Brandon, you have to. I was not going to exploit Aya. You know what I mean? Like, there was no reason to exploit her. That's not how I work. Then I got pissed off with some. Blue Velvet, I can't even with that. Because I never understood why Bert never called her out. Aya said she'd defend you to anybody because of how good you... Aw, thank you, Aya. You just said you sat next to... I just said... I didn't know I just said I sat next to a doxer, bully, thief, and loony. I didn't realize I just said that. But let me finish this comment. Can you point out when I just said that, by the way? Because you said, Laura, you just said you sat next to a doxer, bully, thief, and loony. When did I say that, by the way. Social Fade. Can you please tell me when I said that? Because I don't remember ever saying anything of the sort. But yeah. Sat quiet while watching her harassment just to sell your candles. Social Fade, honestly, you are too fucking stupid to be in my chat because none of that was even said, none of that was even discussed, and none of that was even like anywhere where I was going with it. Because the comment was, let me explain it since you're too dumb. The comment was, why did I allow Marissa to treat me like shit? That's what was said. It had nothing to do with anybody else. It had nothing to do with anything. It had to do with the way Marissa spoke to me. So I'm sorry that you're too fucking dumb to be in my chat. Sorry, not sorry. I can look to see if I can get it. I can definitely look. I know I can get a lot of other colognes, perfumes. Exactly, sweet Melissa. People hearing things. That's my point. Molly and Andrew are destroying themselves. I'm gonna sit back and watch. See, but here's the thing. I mean, literally, I got to get off in a minute anyway, but here's the thing. Think about this. Exactly. Michelle, you are so right. But think about this. So everyone hates Marissa so much, but 150 people left here to go watch Marissa. So they really don't not like Marissa. They like wanting to know what she's got to say. They want to be lied to. They want to be whatever. So there's nothing you can do about that. Kicking it, I don't care. Did you ever do any videos of how? Yeah, I have them. TikTok. On one of my other channels. Plus, I have some on this channel. I feel fine. I've never actually felt sick besides like 2 weeks ago. Hey, Scorpio. No, but you know what my point is? Like I said, I got to pick up Phoenix anyway, and I'm really not stressing over it. But if I was in the middle of a live and I had I was staying on, that would have pissed me off. Hey, Sarah. So, and honestly, I don't care if Marissa's mad at me. It doesn't matter to me. Thank you, Clarissa. And I knew that she would be mad at me when the whole thing with Aya came out. I knew that it was not going to end well. But it is what it is. I'm not going to, you have to understand too, Aya is a candle customer. This was off YouTube. It wasn't about YouTube. It wasn't my relationship with Aya, the things that I spoke to Aya about wasn't about YouTube per se. You know what I mean? And that's why I never brought it on YouTube. You did, Clarissa. You definitely did. How much money are we talking about that Molly took from Aya? Like 2,000 or something. Molly took advantage of Aya. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much. Molly took advantage of Aya. I don't know, Molly did or Betty did. One of them did. On the flip side, and I told Aya this, Molly doesn't know Aya. For all she knew, she had thousands upon thousands of dollars, and it was just meant nothing to her. That we don't know. I don't know. No one should exploit anybody. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. I love that name, Michelle T-Mobile. Because once again, she's exposed and needs to deflect. Absolutely. 10 months, Monkey's mama. Woot, woot. It was a lot in the way she made the paint. Yeah, but I can vouch for Aya when she wrote to Molly, and I didn't know what she was writing to Molly, but she wrote to Molly, and Molly said, "Get an attorney." That was fucked up. That was when I was like, wow, really? That's wrong move. Someone gives you that much money, you sit down and you talk to them and you try to work things out, or you do something. I called the doctor. You do something. You don't put them aside like that. You try to talk to them. You don't say get an attorney. That was fucked up. She did get a lot of support today. Maybe I'm popping me to say, but I don't wish anything bad on MGL. No, you shouldn't. But the drama and madness is too much for me to keep watching her. I agree. BHP got it. See, Princess, someone told me that. Did she get enough, or did she return all the items that were bought for her and use that towards it? Thank you, Kim. Kim, happy birthday, by the way. I checked in Patreon for 5 seconds. I saw it was your birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Kim. No, Carrie. They just told me that I'm out of incubation period or whatever because it's been so long. Like, I'm not contagious anymore. Quarantine, that's the word. Quarantine. They go by the when you first had symptoms. I first had symptoms on the 8th or the 9th. I'm already way past, like, incubation. You're welcome, Kim. I haven't really been in Discord much. I saw it for like 2 seconds. I was like, oh shit, it's Kim's birthday. It's a charity tax deductible. AF files that Molly. It's going to be really ugly. But Aya did say something that's very, very true that she's right about. And I forgot about this, that on PayPal, if you pay someone through friends and family, you can't get it back. That's why a lot of these people have PayPals that are in their personal, so you can't ask for it back. I personally, most everything is through my business. My LCAC, that's personal, but I tell everybody use the Perplex QT LLC because that's business. She could have came to an agreement with that lady and maybe paid her back. I don't know. I don't know what she did. I don't know why anybody would buy her shit, but that's on them. You know, that's not my problem. I will never bash somebody for what they do. Hey, Leanne. Tell Riley I miss my smoochies. Nobody's perfect, though some pretend to be. Exactly. Thank you, Michelle. I have been transparent. And I respect, I'm going to end it on this note because I really got to go get Phoenix, but I'm going to end it on this note. And a dual member of mine and Marissa's said something to me last night that is so perfect. She said members, Patreons, subs need to be respected, not expected. And she's 150% right. Far too many creators expect their Patreons or expect their members to just be there for them or to back them or whatever. And as a creator, we can't think like that. It's, you guys, it's not just expected. You have to respect you guys. And I thought it was a beautiful quote. She said, us as, members and Patreons need to be respected, not expected. 100%. Isn't that true? I thought it was a great quote. So shout out to the person that did that. She got mad over Betty and Dudley interview when Betty would not stop. I love our group too, Winter Moon. So, all right, I got to go get Phoenix from robotics. I will see you guys later. I probably won't be on again. There's really not much to talk about. I got everything out I needed to get out. There is a responsibility in being a creator, 150%. Isn't that a great quote, Lena? I think it's an awesome quote. Sweet Melissa, are you the old Sweet Melissa? Not old in age, but are you my ex Patreon Sweet Melissa, or is that Sweet Melissa A? I see there's two of you guys running around, and I don't know. if you're the old Patreon Sweet Melissa or if that's the other one. I actually, guys, I promise you, I feel fine. I don't feel sick. I just have his cough. I am perfectly fine. And I'm going for one of those other tests on Sunday. No, that's not me. Okay, so you're new Sweet Melissa. So the other one is the Sweet Melissa A. That's what I thought. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much. Crude as fuck. Please get your facts straight. And like I said, I'll wait for that apology that you guys lied on me. And someone took my name and it's I think it's Sweet Melissa A is the asshole, I think. But I don't quote me on that. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. And thank you guys for the super chat. Welcome new members. If you go on my community page, there's a link for Discord and for the members, and that's where you'll get it. And I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Hey, Jonice.